It's evening for you, right?
Yeah, evening
6:30,
time.
6:30 or 7.
7:05. 7:05. Yeah, 7. Yeah, Subbu garu,
Yeah.
I'm having some questions.
Yeah, you can ask. Okay.
Yeah. Is it possible to share the screen?
Your screen?
Yeah, yeah.
That I think Harsha has to be decided, I think. Yeah,
Then how can?
I stopped my screen share. Okay, you can share it now. We'll see. Definitely, you should be have a question. One
Become the
second.
coordinator to start sharing your screen. I'm not getting.
Yeah. Agree. Just check it. Okay, you can share it. Okay.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not getting. I have option here. Share with that link. Share an option is not enabled for me. Hello.
1 second, no, you can share it. You check with okay,
Oh,
Harsha, and
okay.
you can. Okay.
Yeah. Now I screen share is enabled with me. Yeah, I'm sharing with you. After that,
No,
uh,
I'm not able to see your screen. Okay, are you able to share or something else?
yeah, screen share is enabled to me. Share your screen. I'm clicking on share your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's sharing like your entire screen, application window or Chrome tab.
Okay,
So
no,
entire
entire
screen.
screen you have to select.
Yeah. Now it is enabled here.
Okay.
Is it able to see my screen?
Oh, no, not at.
Mm-hmm.
Just whatever Harsha is doing that, just accept that. Automatically it will come. Actually.
Stop sharing.
Yeah. Now I'm able to see. Okay.
Oh, okay, no problem. So one question is from like
Yeah, one
multi
minute.
tabs.
Let,
Yeah, no
let
problem.
me maximize it. Let me maximize. Okay.
Mm.
Top left, bottom, something. I'm not sure how to maximize. Let me do that 60%, 61. One second. Hide the. Yeah. Yes. Now you can tell me.
Okay, now you are able to access my screen.
Control, I'm not sure. Okay.
Okay. So then I will open. Yeah. Uh, mm, this one, just a minute. Selling locator. Yeah, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. Multi tabs closing. I tried to do with set operator, but I couldn't get set with using set list set array.
Mm-hmm.
So I used array list. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I'm able to see array list. No. Array list should not be used. I already told you, right? Always should go for the set. First point.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay. Array list you shouldn't use. Driver dot switch dot window dot handle. Okay. For loop you using. Okay. You're switching. Then where you're not using any close that, right? After switching only you have to go for the tie. I mean close. The if
Which
condition, whatever the if condition you're putting down, that has to be there within the for loop.
this complete if should be within the for loop?
Yes, that should be within the for loop, and we should not have the else. You can remove the else.
Yeah, for my case, I put an else path for testing. It is pass or fail. How it is working?
Oh,
Okay.
how no, see, testing, you should not go for that. It's a testing is pass in the cells and else part, right? How we can pass it? We should go for the, I mean, if condition, should not go for the else. Remove the else
Yeah,
there.
yeah. When
You
I
should
was
not.
doing, if part is working or not working, I'm not getting proper understanding. So
That's not a big deal for us. So we can estimate. Okay, just remove the else condition and put it complete that if condition within the.
uh, within the for loop
Yes,
for multi tabs.
that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, if you're not getting, let me repeat. Okay, remove the else part, first point. Then put the if condition within the for loop.
Just a minute.
Getting my point,
I'm
right?
removing the else part
Yeah, remove else part directly. Yes.
and copy
Now,
pasting. Copy, paste it here, and I will delete this one.
yeah. Now delete there.
Yeah.
Now
And
do one thing. Delete it. Now save one Control Shift F. First of all,
Control Shift F.
First save it. Then Control Shift F.
Okay, first to save it.
It should be in a proper format. Okay. Now save it again.
Now it is in
Already
the
done.
Okay.
Yeah. Now what we have to do? See, after driver dot switch to dot, I mean line number 98, driver dot switch to dot window. You are switching something, correct?
Yes.
Now, whatever the lines you are written for this is, I mean 99, 100 and 101 and 102, that is for your reference.
Yes.
Getting my point? Now,
Yes.
if you go to the scroll down bit, scroll down.
Yeah,
See, now
that's it.
that's okay. Line number 104, right? If driver dot get title not equals to domestic dot international dot us or us, okay, that's fine. Then again remove that we with 105 line number 105 remove completely.
Okay, let me explain what I did.
No,
When I exit,
what I'm trying to say, I mean you want to close something apart from the main window, correct? At any case.
yeah, tab, but
Now,
I'm in my code. 1 minute only.
uh-huh.
In my complete code,
Mm-hmm.
after parent window, I'm having 3 more tabs to open.
Any tabs, it's fine. See, what I'm trying to say, you should
Okay.
be like a parent window should be open. All child
Okay.
should be. How many
Yeah.
child it is? 1 or 10 or 15. That is not our problem. Getting my point?
Okay. Okay.
Now see, thread dot sleep also I can remove. No issue. Just it will close.
Okay.
Okay. Remove that. Now system dot out dot println after switching. That is also not required. Remove.
This one driver dot switch to house. It's not okay. Getting to the first tab.
Only how to say driver dot close alone. You can
Okay.
close that system dot out dot println also 108 also not required. Line number 108 also not required.
Okay.
Only
Yeah, for my reference, I kept all this. Yeah, okay.
what I'm trying to say, you already printed about 99, 100, 101. You already printed those details. After switching only you printed. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Now
So
you
then,
you can remove
I will
all
remove
these.
erase and I put sector. This
Yes,
fine?
yes. It should be like always set. Getting my point?
Okay.
Now save it. Let me check that set equal to driver dot. Now save and Control Shift F one more time. Control Shift F.
Shift F.
Control Shift F
It
means
will justify everything.
will be some gaps and adjustment will be done. Okay, save it. Now run it.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Now it should work. If something is went wrong, then we'll see again. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Let me run the application. Errors exist in the required.
Some errors are there in line number. So nested frame something you made a mistake.
Yeah, nested. Yeah, nested frame. Yes, yes.
We'll see whether it will close or not. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Okay, 3 tabs are there now. It's fine.
Yeah, YouTube is closed now.
Getting my point? It should be closed.
Oh.
Remaining all has to be closed. 1 minute. Apart from that, main method, everything should be closed.
Yes. If I want to close only for particular window,
then you have to check that. Like, how can I say? You have to remove that.
That's why I written a code here as get off to all windows get off to.
Now 1 second. Now, apart from the main method, everything got lost. Getting my point?
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Tell me which one you want to stay, and you have to close it everything. Now, now 1 second. Now, driver dot get it, line number if condition, line number 105 is there, right? If you put that, domestic and international something transfer is there. The same way, if you put another URL like title, then that will be stay, remaining will be closed.
Another, I didn't get you.
No. Let's say, for example, here 4 tabs are there. Within the 4 tabs or 4 windows, you want to close only, remaining 3 apart from the home or apart from this title. Let's say, for example, I have 4 tabs. Okay, in that 4 tabs, they are trying to close, okay, which is not matching the title, this one. Like you are given, right? Like line number 105. Okay. Let's say, for example, if not this title, if you go for another page, there is some title is there. If you give that title, apart from that, everything will be closed.
Okay.
Whatever the title you don't want to close, you have to mention it. You have to mention that.
Okay.
Getting my point? It should work. Not only in this case. If you apply the same thing, same logic, it has to be applicable entire universal problem. It's not as it won't be applicable for you, it won't be applicable for me. Okay, it should work for all.
So that whatever the link I don't want to close, that link I have to put in else path or in the same if.
No. Let's say you already put. Okay, whatever the link you don't want to close, in the sense that domestic and international money transfer Western Union, that's what you don't want to close it.
Yes.
That's why it's staying alone.
No, it's also closed. It is also closed.
Closed.
Yes. Only this main. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is closed. Remaining 3. Okay.
How we wrote it, that should be available. Everything should be closed. Okay. Within this one, if you don't want to close which one, then you have to put it. Getting my point? There. If you don't want to, let's say, for example, 2 things you don't want to put. You don't want to close. You can put or condition. You can put the same logic with another example. Let's say, for example, I have 4 tabs. Okay, within the 4 tabs, I want to close any 2 and other 2 has to be available. Then that time, what you have to do? Okay, here we wrote for one logic. Getting my point?
Yes.
The same way you have to put or condition. Then you have to go to that and you have to write the same logic in the same. Okay, then those 2 should not be closed. Rest of will be.
Okay. Yeah. Can one more thing, like I'll explain one thing. Driver dot get title means we are going to get the title of the parent one, right?
Not the parent one. Here everything. See, what we are trying to see, there are 4 tabs. First point. Already once we opened everything, 4 tabs. What we are doing, line number 99, line number 98. We are switching between all 4. One by one, we are going. Getting my point?
Yes. Yeah.
That
I got it.
Whatever the value you are going, let's say, for example, we are trying to go for all 4. In that 4, again we are putting if condition. Why? If this is matching or this is not matching, you have to close. That is the condition. Line number 105.
Yeah, I got it. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that is what.
Yeah.
See, we are switching between all the four. I mean, there is no parent, there is no child. Everything iterating. It's a simple iteration.
Yeah. And nested frames, I tried so many times with multiple XPath, but I didn't work out this one.
No issue, no
See
issue.
here,
No
this
issue.
one for left. This overall we are having. I mean, if I count here, overall I'm having like frames, 9 frame. If I put here frames, so four frames it is showing. Okay.
One second. If you want to explain clearly, we'll see that.
Yeah, frame 9 frames. So the first left, middle, right. The first, that is the first frame.
Total 9 frames are there. Earlier it's showing 4 or 5, right? When I opened the same.
I written frames. So, sorry for that. I written frames as a word. I mean word over there, but frame you have to write, right?
Check that. Your I mean how we are switching, right?
Now I'm having 9.
Okay, 9. Within 9, okay. You should not go that way, like okay, / frame we can put. This is it will search for this string. Okay, / you have to put frame, then it will give how many frames are there, total frame. This is nothing but tag. Okay, if you give normal frame, what will happen, right? How many times it is there, like frame. Let's say for example 10 strings are there, it will say 10 times, but there is no more 10th frame. Only we have 5 frames. What I'm trying to say, / frame only you have to put to get all the count. Now total 5 frames are there. Now it will be like it will start from 0. We already saw that. Getting my point?
0. Yeah.
Now within the 0th frame we have 1, 2, 3, again 4. Getting my point? Now go to your code. We'll see that what you wrote. We'll see that. Okay.
Don't, like, I have done so many things, but right now I have the code what I've written is different one. Yeah. What I'm trying to do means driver dot switch to frame 2 index with index 2.
Yeah, it's switching the frame 2 in the sense what will happen before that frame 1 you have to move. Getting my point? You have to go to frame 1. Within that frame 2 you have to switch. Let's say for example, go to nested if, in a sense the outer frame you have to reach, then inner frame you have to reach. Then only you are able to identify an element.
If you don't mind, can you show in your screen how to do?
Okay. Okay, you can stop your screen. Okay. Harshita, can you make me as a presenter? Okay, now let me go ahead and check that. Let me open the same URL. Okay, you are able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Intranet something, right? Let me open. I open. Okay, here what we need to search for the frames, correct?
Nested, yeah, frames. Nested frames.
Now you are able to see my screen. Nested frames.
Yeah.
Now let me open. First point we need to analyze, like, first of all, how many things are there. Control F / frame. How many frames are there? 5 frames are there. But if you observe, Okay, the first frame set. If I put for the frame set, 2 frame sets are there.
Yes. Mm.
Getting my point? Now,
Yes, yes.
within the top one, again 3 more frames are there. Means 1 frame is there. Within that, 1 more frame is there. Means, let me tell you frankly, here, if you put frames, total 5 frames are there. The bottom frame, only 1 frame, clear. The
Yes.
above 3 frames are there, but all these 3 frames are adjusted or available within another frame. Hope this is clear.
Within another frame.
Yes, all these three, if you observe here, this is a frame set. Within the frame set, we have 3 more frames. This frame set also, 1 more frame is there. If you observe, this is the top. Within the top frame, we have 3 more frames. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Total 4 frames are. Now, if you want to do any operation, okay, let me completely do this. Okay, commented. Now, how can I want to display or I want to read this left. Okay. Now what I have to do? First driver dot. First time, right? Let it be driver dot switch to dot frame. Let it be driver dot switch to dot frame. Okay. Here what I'm going to do, like a 0 I'm giving.
Yeah.
First frame. Now I moved this frame. This is called as the 0 frame. Within that 0 frame, if you observe here, okay?
Yeah.
If you observe here, the second frame I need to switch it because it's just left. Now driver dot switch to dot dot frame dot, oh my god, 1 second, driver dot switch to dot frame. I'm giving 1.
Yeah.
Then, okay, what I did, okay, within the 0 completely 1, within that 1 I moved. Within that, okay, now what is that component I need to write it within the body? Completely left, nothing much there written. Okay, now let me write BODY, body. How many bodies are there? Completely 4 bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, within that text equal to like
not working this one. I tried.
This one is not okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. If that is not working, then it will be some challenge.
Yeah. Then I went to source. I used the source frame left. Source equal image frame source equal to frame left. I use that one. But it is not. Then I put slash HTML slash head slash body, even though it is not coming to the message left.
Okay. Okay. Let me identify that first. Okay.
Yeah.
How we need to do that. Now, or else this is a simple left, right? Now, the stupid thing, how they moved, right? They're directly given the body. That is the bad actually.
If you go and see in the middle frame, you will see the proper coding for the middle frame. Frame middle is there, right? If you get down to the middle, you see the proper here.
Okay, yeah. This then I will try to move this one, then I will read it. The reason, right? Here coding problem. See, directly if you put left, okay, I mean we are not able to go it because we are not able to find the export. Now what I will do? What I will do here? Let me move to div, right? This one middle. Div ID. Okay.
Yeah.
Slash div. Okay. At
ID
equal to, okay, what is the ID here?
Content.
Not sure whether it is unique or
it is
something.
unique. It's
Yeah,
unique only.
Now let me copy. Now instead of putting 1, I should go for the 2. Why? You're getting my point, right?
Yeah.
Now driver dot find element, okay, by dot x path of, I'm putting the x path.
Even
Now within that what I'm going to do, it's a web element.
Yeah, web element. Yeah.
Element equal to something. Now what I'm going to do, system dot out dot println, directly I'm printing, okay, element dot get text. Okay, get attribute also I told you, just remember that. Now I want to give this one as the nested frames, as the like this one.
Program.
Getting my point? Now let me run. My God, power went. Village, right? This is the big problem for me. I don't know how to manage. Yeah, it's came again. No issues. Now it is saying let it be. It's facing some issue. Okay. Now what was the issue? It's saying that content is not matching or no such element. Okay. See,
the
no
same
such
thing happened with
element.
me.
Yes. And now line number this one. Whether it is switching, that I want to know that first. Nothing is there to verify actually. You're getting my point, right? If something is there, we can verify. If nothing is there, we are not able to verify whether it is moved or not. That is
I was sitting for 3 hours for doing this one. I didn't get any output. So finally I decided, okay, I'll talk with you.
Okay. Let me check.
Friday night till 1:30 night I tried doing this.
Oh my God. Okay. We'll see how to observe this one. Means it's not switching. First point.
True.
Driver dot switch to dot frame 0, driver dot switch to dot frame, or else if I go ahead and do this, let me check whether it will give the right one or wrong one again.
Okay.
Something is the problem.
Extra we have to give
things,
two more. Yeah, 2 more references.
The items we need to put closer. If this is what, it's fine, or else we'll go for another thing. Or else I'll analyze and I'll do that. I'll let you know. Okay. The reason, right? It's not a simple one. It's a complex one.
Yeah.
It's not an easy task. See, something is there. We can say due to this one, it's moving, but nothing is there. That is the bigger issue.
Do you realize it went to middle frame? Have you seen?
That's what I'm trying to say. There is nothing is there to read.
Yes.
Whether it is moved or.
Yeah.
Okay. Something is there. We can justify that whether. Boss, this is what I know. Due to this one, it's moved to here, so I'm able to do that. It's not like that now. Now again the same situation. No such element exception. Okay.
Now, I tried the previous element.
There is no guarantee whether it is moved to frame. Not sure whether we need to go for the frame set. Then we need to go for the inside that. Okay, let me analyze the reason why I'm trying to say, it will kill our style. Okay.
Yes.
Whenever I will get free time, right? I mean, my bad thing is today Friday and Monday until Friday or Saturday we don't have time. That is the big time. Okay. Now what I'm trying to say, we'll skip this. Okay, one. I mean, why we need to waste our time? Then I'll analyze completely and I will say to you. I'll clearly explain what, because something is that just verify that apart from this one, right? Okay, we can say, yeah, this has got moved, and we are not able to switch to that one. Then we can find a solution. But here, that design itself wrong. Okay, we'll analyze and we'll let you. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, any questions apart from this one?
No, all good then. Yeah, I'm fine with the other things.
Okay. Okay, maybe like Saturday I'll have a look. Okay, if I'm not sure whether I'll get free time or not, that's why I'm not giving any false statement to you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, if it is simple thing, we can do it now itself. It's a big complex.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Just
now
I'll go and grab my pen 1 minute.
What is that?
My run out of my ink. I'll go and grab other pen.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
It's fine. And now there is one concept called a table which we need to discuss, and like weights. Okay, these are the two topics. Okay, however, we'll complete the table now. Okay, we'll go weights for another session, and due to once these two completed, then action classes, then take screenshot. We'll go in that. Okay. Let me go ahead and search it here for the tables. Here in the same table, we already searched something, right? And something. Control F, table, sorted table. Only two things right now. Sure. Yes, I don't want to do any operation. Just I want to read it. Okay. Now tables. Now let me go ahead and open this one in the simple format. Apart from this one, right, you are able to see something and not able to get anything, let me know immediately. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give complex examples going forward. I know that. Okay, who and all. And if sometimes they might ask, okay, one more interview question. Okay, recently they asked. I'll tell that one as well at the end. Okay. Though it is a developer point of view, those guys are asking for us. Okay. That we need to cover. Okay, I'll tell it. See, if whenever I will get update from anyone, right? If someone is going to interview, if they have any question, they will ask, right? Directly I will update.
Sure.
Sometimes a developer, the reason, right? If you go to interview, two persons will come. One guy belongs to development, one guy belongs to testing.
Yeah, true.
That is the bad what we face. Okay. Now, I want, first of all, I want to print any particular element, or I want within the table. Table 1 we are going for now, not the table 2. Okay. Anything is fine. See, if you are able to understand, very simple thing. We are not going for any complex thing. It's a simple. This topic is nothing but a web table or HTML table or table, or how to handle Selenium. How to handle tables in Selenium. Everything goes under same concept. Now, right click and inspect. We need to observe that how the structure is happened, how the coding is happened for the structure. Now, this is the table. Okay. Now, what we need to understand, Okay, I already spoke to you like what is the column and what do you mean by column, what do you mean by row. I already discussed with you. Let me tell you again. See here, for each and everything within a table, it's a, first of all, table is a combination of rows and columns that everyone knows. Okay, now once we completed that basic concept or basic terminology, then what do you mean by row, what do you mean by column? Here horizontal ones are called as the rows, vertical things are called as the columns. This we already know. Okay, and within this one, horizontal things only we are considering first, then within the horizontal things we'll go for the vertical things. Getting my point? Now we'll go for horizontal one by one. Horizontal in the sense it's a row. Getting my point?
Yes.
It's a row. Now that is called as the completely, if you go for rows. Within this horizontal things, there are 2 points are there. One is header part and another one is like a body. What do you mean by body? What do you mean by header? See, header in a sense the labels which is having the like a bold item, last name, first name, email, due, like website, action, something is there. These are called as the like a table or head or th, everything is here. Here if you go ahead within the table, we have 2 parts. One is a table head and table body. Getting my point? Table head in the sense the first row, okay, highlighted one. Table body in the sense actual content what we are going to store under this table. This is clear? Now within this table, if you go to here body, table is there, table rows are there, that is called TR. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Now if we go ahead and check here TR, now the people will say how many rows are there in the people will go and ask you in the interview how many, I mean how can I say, how many rows are there, how many columns are there, I want to get the list, like that they will ask. While getting the columns there is no issue because see this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we can say, but if you go to the row number there is a small problem. Sometimes they might, you should ask the interviewer whether I need to give the count with the help of row, I mean how can I say, the first row or header or only body content. That we need to ask. Getting my point? Now see, you go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 rows are there. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows are there. Within that 4 rows are the actual body content and 1 more row is for the header. That we need to aware. Okay, point number 2 is clear. Now point number 3, how to get the like rows and column. Before going to the rows and columns, what we need to go for doing any operation within the web table, we have to find the XPath for the whole table first point.
Okay.
Now let me find the XPath. / table. Within the table, ID is there. At ID equal to single table 1.
Yeah.
Getting my point?
Yes.
Table 1. See, now I'm able to find the XPath for the entire table. Getting my point? Now, I want to read like a John. Getting my point? What is that? John. Now, to read the value from the table John, first of all, I want to find the XPath for the table. I found it. Then we need to observe the John is under table head or table body. It has to be under table body. So I need to move to the /t body. Getting my point? Now I move to table body. Within the table body, okay, where it is available? See, within the table body, rows are there. No, rows are there. Getting my point? First of all. Now I need to move for the TR. Means how many TRs are there here?
4.
4 TRs are there. Getting my point? 4
Yes.
TRs are there. Within 4 TRs, which one I need to choose? The first one.
Yeah.
Why the first one in a sense?
John
Why is the
is
first?
in.
Because of my John, whatever the value I'm trying to read, that value is available under first one or first row. That is what we need to understand. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Now here, how to give that ID? I mean, I have 4 items now. How to identify a first one? Here we need to give the array.
Index. Okay.
Getting my point? Any question, Moment? I mean, clearly I can say.
Clear. Yeah.
Now we reached. We map to first one. Now within that, how many columns are there? Here, if we expand this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns are there.
Yes.
Now slash td we need to go table dimension. Now how many? 6 completely. It's went to 6 td. Now within that, which one I need to read? Second one.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes.
Now this is how we need to found. Any question here?
No, clear.
Now if I go and read the data directly, I can filter it. Now what I will do, sorry. Okay, Control A, Control C. Then what I will do, driver dot find element by dot XPath. Now I'm putting this one. Okay, now dot get text. Get text directly I can store it in a string table value something. Now what I will do, I will go for system.out.println and I will say that table value. Just I'm printing, nothing much. Okay, table value. Okay, whether we are able to read it or not. We are able to read. Getting my point?
Yes.
Getting my point? Now,
Yes.
now what I will do? Now there is multiple interview questions here. Now we are able to read the particular content in a like now multiple interview questions. First point. I want to read or I want to tell how many columns are there, how many rows are there within the table. Getting my point? I want to print how many columns are there or how many rows are there. Now how to get that? First point, to get the row count, what we need to do, we have to move to this one. Here how many rows are there? 4 rows are there.
Yes.
Now just copy this one and go ahead and fill it here. Driver dot find elements. Now why elements? If you observe 4 elements, 4 4
More
TRs
than
I'm getting.
yeah.
More than 1. Okay, now by dot XPath of what is the XPath here? Then I paste. Now it will give the list of web elements. First I will store it into a list. List of web element. All rows. Any question here? Getting my point?
No. Yeah.
It is clear, right? Now system.out.println, what I'm printing, okay, the row count is what I'm trying to say. Now just I'm trying to read how many rows are there, nothing much. Okay, all rows dot size. It's a simple like a collection operation here. What we are doing, it's a combination of collection and Selenium. Getting my point? Now if I go ahead and run it, it will give the 4. Why the 4 is, if you observe here 4 TRs are there. That's why it's giving us 4. But people will ask, but I am able to see 5 rows, including the table head. That time you need to check whether we need to print. We need to print, okay? We need to print excluding that or including it. If we don't want to add it, then directly we can go ahead and print this one, then it will give 4. If we want to add that one as well, then simply we can give us the +1 here.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Okay.
Getting my point?
+1? Yes.
Yeah, yes. Directly you can put +1. It should display, nothing much.
Okay. Okay.
Let it be open. Now go ahead and check that it's displayed as the 4. Getting my point?
Yes.
The same way, one more question. How to print the columns? See, while printing the column, there is no restriction. Why? This is also one column, one column, one column. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. Getting my point? Now let me go ahead and do that. Driver dot find elements always. Okay, by dot XPath. By dot XPath. Now of just I want to store this all values in a list. Like a web element. Okay, web element space all columns are columns. Now I want to go ahead and do that here. See, column is under row. We have to go ahead, that we need to remember. At any column, see, at any row, we can find all the rows, all the columns. Now I move to particular row. Okay, here this is the row. Getting my point?
Yeah.
The first row I move within the first row. Okay, if I slash ed, if I put 6 items, it will give. And you are able to find the 1 of 6. The same way, how can I give this? Let me go ahead and put this one. Getting my point? Now here system.out.println, the columns count is. The columns count is. Now how can I do that? Like a columns, all columns dot size. Getting my point? Now if I go ahead and run it, check that. Let me run it. Now the columns is 6. And here there is a tricky how to find the columns in the sense. See, within the TR means table row only we have TDs, that is columns, that we need to observe. Sometimes here, right, there is no TH. Instead of that, there is some one TR. Within the TR, they will give this TH directly. You are getting my point? Within the same T body, they will give one more TR. They don't want to TH directly here. Within this TH, they will give. See here, TH is there.
TD.
If you observe here, TH is there, here TD is there. TH in the sense table head. This one. Hence, this is called as the some other thing. This is a like TD, table dimension. It's a normal column. You're able to understand something, right? It's a kind of solution. I mean, it's kind of let me go ahead and check that. See, this is also the same thing. Nothing much. Okay. Now we are able to read any particular value, like any particular value within the table. First thing. Second thing, we are able to read all the values, all the column count, and all the values count. And is there if I ask you one question, okay, how to read the all values? Let's say, for example, I don't want to print a single particular one. I want to print completely all the values. How to print that? Getting my point?
Yes.
Now, how to read that? Any idea?
Only with just ID, with ID of the table, XPath with ID.
Okay. Any other ideas? Let's say I want to print all the content, or body, or whatever it may be. How to do that? Tell me whatever the things you are thinking, right? Dynamically you can tell. I mean, I don't bother about that. Whether it is a right or wrong, that we'll see later. Yeah, whatever the ideas you are getting, just explain the same thing. Whether it is right or not, we'll see that. You are able to get something?
Yeah, I'm opening the web page.
Or else, if I give you any task to you to read entire content, are you able to read or something else? Are you try to get?
I don't think so.
No, whether you are able to do that or else you need any help on that. I'm trying to say something. I mean, I want to read everything. No, right?
No, only I'm getting ID, table ID.
Yeah. First of all, we need to let me try to explain clearly. Okay, we need to find XPath till table. One thing, we already have it. We are able to find, and we have to go for columns. We have to go for the XPath file. We have to store within the columns separately and rows separately. That we already did.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we need to go for the within the just the logic is right. Within the table we have rows and columns, but within the row only we have column. That we need to agree. Getting my point? Within the row only we have rows. We have columns.
Yes. Within the rows.
Body, we have rows. Within the rows we have columns. Now, within the same thing, let me go ahead and read for the for loop. just for normal for loop. Okay, here all rows dot size.
Yeah.
If you are not getting anything, let me know. Just I'm trying to iterate through loop. Now
Yes.
within that, okay, within that one for loop I kept it for the rows. Within the for loop, we have to go for one more for loop for the columns. Getting my point? This is for first one is row, outer for loop for row, okay, inner for loop for the columns. Now here all columns dot size. Getting my point? Now it's a inner for loop for the columns, outer for loop for the rows. Now what I want to do that system I want to print, okay, system dot out dot print. Let me go ahead and check the system dot out dot println. Here all columns dot get, okay, all columns dot get. Okay, what is the get? Index, we should not pass the I, we should go for the J. Dot get text. Getting my point? Now, if I go ahead and do that, let me completely understand. Let me run it. Okay, let's see. It's a simple logic that you need to understand. With for loop, within the for loop. I ask you to give that, right? Let's say, for example, pyramid sings, okay, something like that, right? Like star, star, 1 star, 2 stars. I ask you to write example for loop within the for loop, like, okay, if do that, if you already done that, then automatically you are able to understand these things. It's a simple thing, nothing much. Now everything I'm able to read. Getting my point? Row by row. If you see Smith John J Smith @gmail.com $50. Smith John J Smith @gmail.com $50. This website is jsmith.com and this one is edit and delete. Up to this one row completely we moved. Getting my point?
Yes.
One row. After that, this is one more row. After that, this is one more row. But there is a problem with that. Repeatedly, repeatedly it is displaying only single thing. Repeatedly it's a completely only one thing. Now I don't want to be in that situation. I want to read everything. How to do that? Any idea in this one?
Multidimensional?
No, we are already in multidimensional. Okay, what I'm trying to say, but it's completely repeating the same thing. It's not going to the outer for loop. It's completely getting the lower one. Now there is some problem. Let me go ahead and check that. Okay, here what we need to go ahead and check. What I will do now, this columns is there, right? Within the columns, I'll remove here. Okay, I'll put inside. Okay, sorry. Now, after putting this one, what I need to do, okay, rows dot get I something I'll put. Instead of finding this one, driver dot find element something. Okay, what I'm going to do now, within the rows only we have the columns. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Now, rows dot, okay, rows dot, what I will do, get I need to get something, get index of I value, okay, dot find element. Instead of find element, I'll put find elements. Why find elements? Again, it's a list. Find
yeah.
elements of by dot tag
Tag
name,
name
by dot
TD.
y tag name. You're getting my point, right? What is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tag name here? T.
TD. Yeah.
Getting my point?
Mm.
Here I'm putting TD. Why TD in the sense? See, within the for loop, we are reading all the TRs. Within the TR, if I go particular thing for particular ID or particular row, all TDs will read and it will save it here.
Yes,
And this
yes.
list will be automatically updated for each and every row. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to read this one. Let it be, whether it is required or not. This will be read every time. Hence, I don't want to do that. I'm closing this one. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Now, if I do the same thing again, it will give the exact value.
Then told of using J value under for loop.
Yeah, I'll explain again. Okay, whether we are able to resolve or not, we'll see. Once we are able to resolve, then I'll explain clearly again. Okay.
Okay.
Now it's came. You are able to observe, right? Smith, John, up to this one. Then Batch, Frank, something. It's Jason. Yes, Tim,
Yeah.
something. All four rows got. Now I'll explain clearly. Getting my point? Now see. First of all, what we need to understand, we found the rows. This is clear. Within the rows only we have columns. That we need to understand. Hence, to find the columns, how many times we need to iterate? Here, many columns are there. Sorry, many rows are there. 4 rows are there. Now, instead of going the 4th row, first of all, for each and every row, here all rows dot get I. For every iteration of the array, it will give one row. Within the row, okay, find elements. What I'm trying to find elements? Dot find elements of by dot tag name. What is the tag name here? Within the row, we have TDs. Getting my point? Hence, within the TDs, find elements by dot tag name of ID or TD. Within the TD, then we are storing all columns. Now, if I try to read, okay, it will give the actual value. But how it will work? Internally. First of all, outer for loop for the rows, inner for loop for the column. Clear? First of all, whenever it is entered outer for loop, it will execute once and it will move to it will get all the counts. Then it will move it here. And once we are able to iterate and went to one TR, then within the TDs, what we need to understand, to get the TDs, we are here iterate. We are doing the like columns. We are storing it. Once we are storing it here, okay, then we have to, once we stored it, we have to iterate. Why we have to iterate? Again, we have more than one item. Means 6 items are there. We need to iterate. Yes, we are iterating through for loop. This is for inner for loop. We are iterating once. How many times it will iterate? Columns dot size. Columns in the sense it's a TDs. How many TDs are there for particular iteration, particular row? 6 times. So 6 times it will iterate, it will print it. Once it is printed, then it will come out of this one. Then again it will go ahead and it will enter here. Then it will increase by 1. Then it will point to the second row. Getting my point? second row, within the second row, again it will read the list. Then it will have something. Once it is reading the second values, again, second column value it will read by using TD. Then again it will come to here. It will read the complete columns with whatever the columns is available within the second row. It will be complete. Then once it will come inner for loop, then it will go to the outer for loop. It will increase by 1, then it will go for the third row. The same operation continuously it will be displayed. Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
That is how we need to think. Is there any question here?
Yeah, if I want to print the table as it is, can we do that one?
No, not possible.
Just line by, you're getting row by row by row, right?
Yeah, row by row only we have to.
Okay.
Otherwise, the same, it is not possible. Copy paste and all, not at all possible.
Just we need to count manually how many, like whether we got all the table values or not.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, that we need to understand. Okay, how we are doing. Okay. Hope this is clear.
Yes, yes.
This is how we need to handle a web table or HTML table or Selenium table to handle the Selenium. This is how. Okay. It's a simple concept, but while choosing this internal, inside for loop, another for loop, people will think it's a big problem. No, no, no. If you really understand the for loop, how it will work, and if you try to do that star marks pyramid displaying, okay, 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars, then this is very easy. It's a simple concept.
Yeah.
Getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now we covered, okay, the frames and all I'll explain later, okay, or else not, if that is not working, we'll go for the another example, we'll try to do that. Okay. Inner frame, outer frame, like that. So I'll try to spend some time on weekend. I'll see that.
Yeah. And
okay, and table. Yeah. Then we have one more concept called synchronization. That is called weights. Okay. Once we covered as the weights, then we'll go for the action classes. Okay. Once we covered action classes, that's all. Minimum Selenium things will over. Apart from that, then we'll go for the JavaScript executor. I think that is also advanced. Okay, then we'll cover by the end of this week. Okay, we'll try to complete up to complete Selenium basics. Okay. But if you have any questions, you can ask. Then the next week onwards, right? Completely, we are going to be depends on framework designing, real-time tools. See, whatever the topics we are going to be cover up to this week, everyone knows. There is no difference. How depth it is, that we need to understand. Okay, while writing the logic, we need to think why we are writing that. Nothing much. Getting my point, right? Yeah, we'll try to, we'll connect by tomorrow, the same time. Okay. Yes. And 4 classes are there, right, for this week. This week completely we'll complete that all the basics. Then we'll move to another things. From next week onwards, framework designing, what is a framework, those things we cover. Okay. That is the plan. Clear?
Yeah. Okay. And in tables, are they going to ask any calculations like count, calculate the sum of all the, due, here we have a due, right? Calculate the total dues having in the table. Are they going to ask these questions, like these things?
There is no guarantee. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
There is no guarantee. That is the complete. See, we are able to, once we are able to read the value, right? All the values. Then you can play with that. Okay.
Okay. Then the fourth, what is here we have? Fourth column, we have values 50, 50, 100, 50. if I
No,
want
that
to.
that much complex, right? I mean, that much complex, right? I mean,
Mhm.
if they decided to send you back, I mean, that is not our hands, right? And they might have asked any question.
Okay, okay.
Only
Yeah.
thing is, in a real
Mm.
time, what we are going to be do, we'll check whether the table is exist or not. Within the
Okay.
table, how many columns are there, how many rows are there. If you want to read any particular row, how we are reading, or any
Okay.
particular value, how we are trying to read.
Okay.
That.
Mm.
But if they decide something, that is not in
Mm.
my hand, that is not in your hands. But
Okay.
we can
Yeah.
cover. See,
Mm.
once we got the values right, I mean, all the values we are
Mm.
able to read, then we can
Mm.
play with that. Whatever the value, we can do that, right? We can play like it.
Okay. Mm.
Getting my point? Whether it is a string
Yeah.
or, I mean, something is there, but always while reading from the table, it's a string. Then we have to
Mm.
convert.
Okay. Mm.
Clear?
Yes, you need to. Yeah. Then parasint something is there. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Mm.
That depends on situation. Whatever we need, we can do that. In a real time, whatever the things we require, we are already researched. That's it, I think.
Mm.
So that's fine, I think.
Mm. Okay. 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 Got it. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Then it's fine. We'll meet by, I mean, we'll contact.
Sure. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bye.
Mm.